Welcome back, beautiful soul. I hope you are having a great day. Today is Thursday, August the 27th, and the lunar eclipse is some astronomers and astrologers are saying that the lunar eclipse is on the 27th, and some are saying it's on the 28th. So tonight, when you see the moon, keep watch because it might be winking at you. Okay. This lunar eclipse is also the last lunar eclipse in the age of Pisces. The solar eclipse on the 12th, that was the first solar eclipse in the age of Aquarius. So if you want to keep that under your hat, that'd be great. All right, let's do our breathing exercise. We're going to breathe in for the count of 4, hold it for 3 counts, release it for 7 counts, and while we are releasing it, we are letting go of all the Velcro negativity. You know, the negativity that's just a distraction. Let that go. Here we go. All right. My name is Friday, and this is the 420 Tarot Lounge. So we're going to start with our, I'll call them tea fortunes. We have a few here from previous. So let's get this opened up. I did put honey in my boiled water. And our little tea tag notice is not wanting to come undone. Travel in grace, knowing that you are protected by love. Well, that's quite nice, isn't it? Just gonna dunk it in and let it steep. I should move it. No, I can leave it here. There we go. All right. So what's the authentic energy that you brought here? I have a feeling that there's, I'm going to say the feeling is like that you have to walk on eggshells, but it's more of a uncertainty on the inside. And I think that that uncertainty is not coming from your own self. It's coming from external pressures of whatever sort. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I know you are a beautiful soul. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. The purpose of my channel is to help you get closer to yourself, and the situations that I see play out as I'm doing the interpretation that Sovereign provides, or Sovereign provides the cards, I provide the interpretation. It's just so that you can see maybe where there's holes missing, all that kind of stuff, right? 10 of Pentacles. Get out of town. Get out of town. Okay. So this is legacy. This is, could be documents, but I'm seeing it more as legacy. So let's see. Let's see what else Sovereign is wanting to provide. 3 of Wands. Okay. So this is an external pressure I feel on you, High Priestess. I feel that you're pulling it inward and you're not speaking about it. Six of Pentacles. The underlying energy is the Page of Swords. Yeah, okay. There is a pressure. Okay. It seems to me that you may have a little bit of something socked away. So maybe you have a little bit of money or a little bit, maybe of gold, silver, whatever. Okay. You've got something socked away. This is your legacy. This is what you're hoping is going to. This could even be heirlooms. Okay, so the pressure is it. The pressure is that there are heirlooms. Okay. It feels to me that you've been the keeper of the heirlooms. You've been waiting for the pressure that you've been feeling is that hanging on to them. And now I feel now that they're we're going to get some additional commentary here, but it feels like whoever you've been hanging on to these heirlooms and those that you feel should have them have now they've come back, but I don't think that they know that you have them. I would almost wager they have no idea that you have them. You are now, your gut feeling is, okay, it's time to give them back. But and let's get some additional commentary here because, like I said, it feels like you're anxious and sad. There's pressure. You have pressure here. And this is, okay. Oh my goodness. So we've got this card here. Yeah, pressure. Five of Pentacles. And then we have two cards here that fell just like that on the floor. The Magician. Oh my gosh. Magician, High Priestess. So they're counterparts. And then Legacy, Abundance, Financial, whatever. I do want you to use discernment when consulting tarot or any other mystical pathway. Okay. So Magician. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Oh my, oh my. Yes. Again, please use discernment because I'm thinking that there may be a but this the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. This is like you're having a hard time. I'm going to say letting them go. I don't see the Four of Pentacles here, but I'm going to say letting them go. You're going to miss them, but you never had them. You are the guardian. So let's get the underlying energy here. Page of Cups. This looks beautiful. This Page of Cups makes me feel like your heart is overjoyed, that there's been some kind of connection. But this Seven of Wands makes me feel like you have maybe a little bit of you've been the guardian for something for so long that you almost feel like there's a you have to you have to vet the person that's actually that you actually think should own it. Now you think you have to vet them. Okay. 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 And you're only doing it I feel like it's only something that you want to do from love, not love of the item so much as a love for the idea that you were able to do this and it was successful. Let's get some advice. Again, I'm using the Marseille deck. For some reason, I keep being called to use this deck for either my off-the-cuff commentary or in my advice. Lately, I've been pulled to use this deck more often. I did put it down for a while. The Empress, Justice, fitting, King of Swords, and the underlying energy, the Three of Swords. Okay. So although either whether it's the thought or the actual um, the action of giving up this item, giving over this item, and the need to and the feeling that you need to vet this person. So did they just get out of jail, or are they shopaholics? Do you think that they'll not care for it, or they maybe want it in the moment but then won't care for it later? Maybe you've seen a pattern where they've gotten brand new things and not cared for it. So maybe this is what I think you're trying to test the waters there, although deep in your heart, whoever it is that you feel needs this heirloom, or this heirloom belongs to, and you've only been the guardian of. It feels to me with this King of Swords here that you need to be able to trust it with that Three of Swords underlined. Now, the tip of this spear is escaping the confines, or sword, escaping the confines. Oops, oh, look at that. 10 of Cups. So we have 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It's escaping the confines of the other two swords. So This is a growing process for you, even with the Three of Wands here. This is a growing process for you. You need to get over this, but you need to get, I think you may be even having trouble finding the right questions. That's what this Justice here. Justice over the Magician and the High Priestess. Like, these are fantastic cards. All right. It seems that you may find some relief in what you find out. Okay. Okay. All right. I need to get a few more. I need to get a few more commentary cards here. Because up here, I feel like you're thinking about, okay, are they ready? Are they ready for this? Okay, so maybe you're giving it to maybe one of your children have left the house, and you have grandma's credenza or something. I don't know, whatever. Sorry about that. That was the lid on my teacup, or my beaker, I should say. Um, and maybe you don't think that they're quite ready for it yet, but you know it should belong to them. Okay. I want to get some more commentary here. Okay. Sovereign, we want to know, what we want to ask, I should say. I haven't asked the question yet, but the Ace of Cups came out. May be important. Um, is there additional commentary that you can provide here? Like, is this person, obviously it must be family. So is there, can you give us any additional commentary? The Emperor. Okay, so two cards. Eight of Wands. Queen of Wands. Okay. So somebody, I feel like they're in the process of getting their shit together. No, Nine of Discs. Yes, they're in the process of getting their shit together. I want you to use discernment when consulting tarot or any other spiritual or mystical pathway, if I haven't said that already. Um, so this person, like I said, they're still in the where the Empress is grounded and it's material things and all that kind of stuff. This person is more like not dreaming, whatever like that, but they have it feels to me like they have a plan in place and they intend on implementing it no matter how crazy shit gets. Okay. This Nine of Discs here, they plan on implementing it no matter how crazy shit gets. Okay. So it seems to me here, you just want to look for you just want to make sure that they're ready. So asking them questions, it seems to me like you're going to have to ask them questions openly and honestly and candidly, authentically. Are they ready for this? I think you're also going to need to approach them with love. I think they'll be very reciprocating. Now, I know every one of you is wondering, well, what if I give it to them and they break it? It was in your heart of hearts. You wouldn't have given it, or you wouldn't have even thought of giving it without the itch that it doesn't belong to you, it belongs to them. So, a, I mean, it's not that the conversation can't happen and you don't hand it over. It seems to me that they will, the knowledge, oh my gosh, the knowledge that they have, there's something other than, not that they have to prove themselves, but there's something that they have besides a raise or promotion or a higher grade or whatever that is that betters them. This, knowing that you are hanging on to this over here for them as they progress and get into a position where they are, maybe their place is too small, maybe they're not in a good neighborhood, maybe they're maybe they're dealing with other things, and storing this and keeping it safe is not an option for them at the moment. It can be any number of things. But here, I feel like you've got to be authentically open and honest about it. I think but before you go ahead and start talking about it, I think you need to be, I think you need to dig a little deeper so that you know what types of questions you should be asking them. Um, and I also feel like um, when you do start this conversation, make sure that you explain to them that anything that you ask or say is not a character attack on them or anything like that. Like, you don't want them to be defensive. You're only trying to be authentic, and you would like for them to be authentic. That's what this here is all about, and I'm really surprised because the empress is hanging on to the item, and it belongs to the emperor. Now, they are counterparts in the tarot, um, as feminine and masculine, but one represents things you can touch, things you can see, real things, and the other one represents thoughts and words, fantasy, lightheartedness, those kinds of things. But can also be very demanding and controlling depending on the situation. Okay. So your advice here for this heirloom is to compile your questions to the person who you feel should be receiving it to see if they're ready. And make sure that when you are approaching them about this subject, that you open up with, I want to be candid and I want to be authentic, and whatever I'm asking is not an attack on you. Okay? I feel like this interaction may be now, like I said, it feels like it's already a family member. This could be, like I said, a child, but this could also be a brother or a sister. Just because it comes up as the emperor does not mean it's a man or a boy. It very easily be a woman. It's the energy that it represents. This may bring you closer together. I think that it may, I'm seeing like, how can I explain? I don't know how old you are, but back in the day, they used to have telephones that had a cord attached to the wall, and it seems to me that the cord has been broken and frayed, and it's coming back together again. So there may be a reconnection there. My name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. Wonderful, you stayed to the end. If you enjoyed my interpretation, I ask that you smash that like button, pass that puff. If you want to see my videos show up in your algorithm, hit the subscribe. And if you want to know when my videos are coming out, hit the notification bell. I want to thank you. I want to thank my subscribers. I've grown by 2. And I am delighted. I had a wonderful yesterday, and I'll speak more on that in another video. Namaste. You are a beautiful soul.